Well, good morning, you guys. Happy Wednesday. I'm so happy that you are here this morning. My name is Steph, and I will be your yoga teacher today. Today's flow is the question when you walked in was, is it going to be stretchy today? And I said, well, kind of, some of it. And that was apparently not helpful, not a helpful answer. So today's flow, let me give you a little sneak preview of what it will be. Let me give you a little sneak preview of the heart behind it. We right now, obviously, this whole year has been one thing after another. That's the thing you keep hearing from people. One thing after another. And you feel like you catch your breath and then another new thing happens. And now we've got an election next week. And so depending on who you talk to, that's either great news or it's one more thing to add to the list of things of 2020. And sometimes it's easy to lose sight of the fact that God is still sovereign, He's still on the throne, and He holds this entire world in the palm of His hand. And sometimes, when we are carrying a whole lot of weight and a whole lot of stress and a whole lot of tightness, what we need to do is take a really deep breath, remember that He is on the throne, and begin to experience some freedom, some joy, and some relief that comes from trusting the Lord with our future, trusting the Lord with our kids, trusting the Lord with our families, trusting the Lord with our relationships, trusting the Lord with our futures. And so today, it's going to be a little bit of a unique experience in yoga. My encouragement to you is to really listen to your body and give it whatever it needs. That means if we're flowing and you want to lay on your mat in child's pose, you're laying on your mat in child's pose. I want today to really be an encounter with the Lord for you. And I want you to remember for a moment the joy of your salvation. The Bible tells us that where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And, He gives us this permission to walk in that. I was talking to a friend yesterday. She said, I just feel like I do this thing where I sabotage my success. Like I start doing well at something and then I sabotage it. Like I'm not showing up anymore. Or I'm not eating this way anymore. Or I'm not studying for that anymore. And I think sometimes we do that to our joy too. We start to feel it, we start to walk in it, and we're like, that's too vulnerable, and we pull back. So today, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. John 14:15, it tells us that Jesus is speaking, and He says, those who love me, I will empower to obey me. So what's it look like to obey Him, to walk in freedom? The Bible tells us that the fruit of the Spirit is love, and joy, and peace, and patience, and kindness, and goodness, and gentleness, and self-control, and all of these things that He empowers us to have in our lives when we love Him. In His presence there is fullness of joy, Psalm says. So today, I'll take you through a couple of flows, and I'll teach them, we'll flow them once together, and then we'll take several minutes for you to flow them on your own, with your own breath. We've done this a couple of times before. And during that time, maybe you want to flow, maybe you want to stretch, maybe you want to lay in Shavasana. My desire for you, my encouragement to you is to just meet the Lord on the mat, whatever that looks like. Whatever it looks like for you. Let Him restore to you the joy of your salvation. So let's get started. Go ahead and just find a comfortable seat. Maybe if you're crisscross applesauce, pull the flesh out from underneath you so that you can feel your sitting bones make connection with the earth. Take out some wiggles in the shoulders. And then just settle in to a little bit of stillness. Hands down on those knees. Turn up the corners of your lips. Allow yourself to smile. Take a deep breath in and just let it be audible on its way out. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Sometimes we carry with us such a weight and such a heaviness that we forget what it even feels like to be free. But the Lord's desire for us is to hand that to Him. It's this great exchange. We exchange our burden for his, and he says, here, join me, my yoke is easy, my burden is light. In this great exchange, our heaviness for his freedom. Let's experience this exchange with the breath. Take in a deep breath. Hold it at the top. Open the lips and push it out like you're blowing up a balloon. Continue to breathe deeply, inhaling as fully as you can and exhaling as completely as possible. Now here's the thing with the exhale. You have to completely rid your lungs of that air that no longer serves you before you can completely fill it with that which does. This great exchange. There are things that we hold in our soul, things that we hold in our physical body that are not serving us. Just like this old, used up, stale air. And the Lord, he offers us this exchange. Trade it out. Blow out that which is no longer serving you and inhale his presence. Inhale that which will fill your soul. On your next inhale, sweep the arms high. Interlace the fingers. Push the palms up towards the ceiling. Biceps up towards your ears. And just hold this as you continue to breathe. Now you'll notice the breath feels different. The lungs have been affected by the posture of your body. Sometimes things come in and they feel like a weight on our chest. And it affects the way we breathe and it affects the way we move. Take a look at what happens when we roll our shoulders down just a little bit. Separate them from your ears. Bring your ribs together and suddenly there's more space. Suddenly there's more stability through your body. Suddenly you have more support. A little shift. That's all it took. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, sweep them high. Grab a hold of the right wrist. Exhale, lean away. Feel that side body stretch, which probably feels really nice after Monday's madness side body exercise. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other way. Both sitting bones stay nice and firmly rooted to the ground. Back to center, inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms like you are sliding them against a wall behind you. Puff out the chest. Interlace the fingers in front of you. Round out the belly. Separate between the shoulders. The shoulder blades drop the chin. Good, just holding this right here. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale here. Exhale, round. Inhale, bring them high. Exhale. Hold for your inhale. Exhale. Scoop them together. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold forward. Good, allow your head to rest. Forehead to the earth if available. Crawl your fingers forward. Even if you can't reach quite to the floor with the forehead, still let your head hang heavy. Feel the back of your neck release. Walk both hands over to the right, keeping both hips firmly planted down on the earth. Relaxing the head, maybe feeling some release in your side body, perhaps feeling it in the left hip. Walk both hands over to the other side. Again, an invitation, keep both sitting bones ground down to the earth. Relax the neck. Maybe you feel the stretch in your side body, maybe you feel it in the hip. Come back to center, walk the fingers forward. See if you can get a little deeper in the forward fold. Walk the hands back, interlace the fingers up overhead. Push the palms towards the sky and look up. On your next exhale, release, interlace the fingers behind you. Push those fists down and fold forward. Arms come high. And come back up. Switch the cross of your legs. Begin to fold forward. Notice any different sensations when you move this way. Maybe you're feeling it differently in the hips, differently in the knees. Might feel a little less natural. Most of us have one way that we tend to cross the legs. Walk both hands over to the right. Anchor the left hip down. Feel that stretch, side body, hip. And walk it over to the other side. Come back to center. Draw those fingers forward. And walk them back up. Excellent. Swing those legs around. Make your way into your first down dog of the day. If you need to take out any rolls with the wrist before you get there, feel free. All right, get there however you do. If you follow me, it's going to look like this. Press each knuckle firmly into the earth. Push down through the feet, and then lifting the knees, fly the bottom back, and then up. Maybe take some pedals of the feet for this first down dog of the day. Feeling the back side of your body stretching out. Take a moment to broaden across the shoulder blades in the back. Feel them separate from one another. As your arms spiral in, eyes of the armpits facing one another. Belly stays in, nice and supportive of your spine. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, drop both heels to the right. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, drop them to the left. Back to center, heels high. Exhale, drop them down. Press towards the ground. And now take teeny tiny tiptoes, like maybe 20 or 30 of them, all the way to the front of your mat. Super slow, teeny tiny steps. When you get there, take a generous bend of your knees. Grab a hold of opposite elbows and let your head hang heavy. Maybe take some rocks side to side. Maybe take some bounces. Good. You know, sometimes movement is my love language. You guys know me enough by now that you've caught on to that. And sometimes I just need to work things out with the Lord, and I do that through movement. What it looks like for me is I throw on some worship music, I pull out my mat, and I just start moving my body. I don't think over it, I don't ride out a flow, just start moving my body. And I find that through that, I turn off this like problem-solving part of my brain that doesn't ever want to stop. And my mind starts to clear, and I hear the Lord. And so this is what I invite you to today. Begin to straighten the legs, allow your hands to come down to the mat. To let your movement today become a moving meditation. Let your movement become a chance to meet with the Lord. Lift the head, reverse swan dive all the way up. All right, grab a hold of your right wrist. Pull it over to the left, kick that hip outside, stretch. We're gonna go through One sun salutation, nice and slow. One that will flow together. And I'll let you guys finish out the song on your own. Hands through heart center. Inhale, sink the arms high. Look up at those hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step it back, plank. For this first one, let's go ahead, drop to the knees. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. On your next inhale, push all the way up, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Look up at those hands. Jump or step your feet all the way to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Lift the head, inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now stay here a breath or two or three, and then begin to make your way through your next sun A. Now we've got 3 minutes in this song. When you're ready, go for it. Walk, step, jump your feet forward. Make your way through. Now here's the thing. You don't need to overthink it. Walk your body, jump your body, move your body, breathe, and flow. Everyone's going to be going at their own pace. You've got your own lung capacity. Take a moment to be thankful for this body God has given you and this ability to move it today. Let this morning be an encounter with the living God. Restore to me the joy of my salvation, O Lord. Where the Spirit is, there is freedom. Where there is not freedom, where are you blocking out the Spirit? Now remember, you've got freedom today, but if you need to just pause, hang out, stretch, Shavasana, child's pose, you do you. As you finish your next one, just hold it down dog or child's pose. When we're all finished, we'll move on. No rush. Don't rush the sweet stuff. exhale, make your way back to down dog. Yoga is the one thing I practice every day. I don't take a day off from it. Now some days, that means I'm on my mat for a full hour plus. But a lot of days, it means I throw on one worship song and I move. Maybe like what you just did now. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe take some big circles or some little ones, maybe the ankle, and then maybe the knee. Find a spot that feels a little sticky in that circle. Just hold it, open into that stretch a little bit more. Sometimes we avoid the sticky places. Let's move into it today. Square the hips back off, straighten the leg, step it all the way through, runner's lunge. Take a little bit of movement here. Maybe circling the hips, maybe pulsing. But sometimes it's one worship song, maybe two. And I just move, maybe go through a few sunays, whatever it needs to be, just to get my blood pumping. There's plenty of stretching and strengthening that goes on through what you just did. And what was that, maybe a 5-minute song? So on the days that you're not at boot camp, and you want to do a little something, that's a little something that you all know, it's familiar. A little way that you can move. Drop the back knee, straighten the front leg, fold forward, hamstring stretch. Allow your head to hang. If you want to come all the way down, back on your heel, feel free. Maybe stay up higher. Shift your body forward once more, curl that back toe under, step this foot all the way back, down dog, pedal the feet. Let's do the other leg. Inhale, lift it high, bend the knee, open the hip, draw some circles with that ankle, with that knee. Square off the hips, straighten the legs, step it through between those hands. Good, find some movement in that lunge. Maybe circles. If it's easier to bring both hands to the instep, go ahead. Drop the back knee, push it back, half split. And again, maybe come all the way back, resting on that heel, folding forward. Maybe stay up higher, just finding what feels good for your body on side 2. Shift back forward, pop that back knee high, step the foot back, down dog. Look forward at those hands. Jump or step your feet to the hands. Keep a big bend like you're sitting down, but you've got your fingers on the floor. And that's supine high, chair pose. Good. I have a friend who, her foreign language is ASL, and then she went to school to become an interpreter. And so we were talking the other day about the sign for joy, which is the same as the sign for happy, only bigger. A more expressive face and bigger hands. And so it's just this. Only gotta look real happy because it's happiness bubbling over. That's joy. And I love that, the way she explained it. It's happiness only bigger. It's like happiness bubbling over, is what she says. So listen, chair pose. Woo, that's a polarizing pose. Some people love it, some people hate it. Let's bring it some joy. Come on. Well, then that makes the whole thing better. All right? Happy you're smiling. Happy you're like, what's she doing here? Let it bubble over. Right? So sometimes we have to sit in things. We got to sit in them longer than we want to. And we're not sure how long we're going to have to sit in them. And the Lord's like, I'm not telling you, but can you trust me in it? Can you find joy in it? Can you find joy in the process? Right? Let it bubble up. Let it bubble over. Sweep the arms high. Stand up. Fold forward. Good job. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the mat, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, pedal the feet, do what feels good here. Inhale, sweep the right leg high. Exhale, step it through low lunge. Blade the back foot. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Hold. Lots of space between shoulders and jaws. Extra challenge. Close off the eyes. On your next exhale, open it up, warrior two. Good, take a peek down. You should see your big toe. Good, get a little lower. Good, pointing your gaze right through that front middle finger. Shoulders stacked over hips, tailbone soft. Flip the palm, straighten the leg, reverse triangle. Keeping your hips as they are, straighten the arms. Take that back hip back. Reach forward, reach, reach, reach. When you can reach no more, find triangle. Bring the arms back. Bend into warrior two. Good. Cartwheel the hands down, frame the foot. Step back, down dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift the right leg, lift left leg high. Exhale, step it through between those hands. Good. Finding a nice strong runner's lunge. Draw inner thighs towards one another, nice and active. Blade that back foot. Now before we rise, feel your back leg strong. Back leg strong, front leg strong. Pressing into the outer edge of that bladed back foot. Strong, firm warrior legs. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Warrior one. Good. Exhale, warrior two. Good. You take a peek down. Big toe, shoulders over hips. Good. Pointing your gaze forward. Avoid arching the back here. Keep this nice and soft through the tailbone. Fierce, strong. Feel your inner thighs draw towards one another. Flip the palm, reverse triangle. Deep breath in, keeping the hips as they are. Bring the arms to warrior arms. Kick the hip back, back, back. And then reach up, reach down. Upper body long and expansive, triangle. On your next inhale, come back up. Bend through the front leg, warrior two. Good. How far apart can you stretch your arms from one another? Cartwheel the hands down, frame the foot. Step it back. Pedal the feet. Let's stay here 3 breaths. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Flip the palm, reverse triangle. Triangle. Warrior two. Cartwheel the hands. Step it back, down dog. Let's do the other side, left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse triangle. Triangle. Warrior two. Cartwheel the hands. Down dog, pedal those feet. Maybe take a child's pose here. Rest for the last few seconds of this song. This is your flow. Low lunge, warrior one, warrior two, reverse triangle, triangle, warrior two, reset. Let's get after it. Make your way to down dog if you're not there already. Now you can stay with me. I'll cue it one more time, but you are free to take this to the timing of your own breath. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse triangle. Triangle. Warrior two. Reset. Down dog. Left side, inhale, sweep the leg high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Reset. You've got this song, the time of your own breath. Make it flow whatever you want it to be. This can be a suggested one. If you want to stretch, you want to flow something different, let this be a time for you to meet the Lord on the mat. This song talks about His breath in our lungs and using that breath to pour out praise. This great exchange. Often we inhale and hold. We hold the breath. We hold the tension. We hold the stress. What if instead we exchange that breath that no longer serves us and we exhale praise? We let joy bubble over. Happiness bubbling out becomes joy. This great exchange. Your breath in my lungs, what do I do with it, Lord? And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. choose to do with the breath in your lungs. When you finish this cycle, make your way to child's pose. Once you've found child's pose, take your time, no rush to get there. Bring the big toes to touch, open the knees wide, and settle that belly down in. Bring it to a snuggle. Sometimes we just need to let our body move to work out the things that have been stuck in it. We carry tension, we carry stress, we carry a lot of it in our hips, we carry a lot of it in our gut. Sometimes we just need to move and let it work its way out. This great exchange, what do we do with this breath that's in our lungs? Do we hold it? Do we keep it in? Or do we exchange it? Exchange it for worship, where the freedom of where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. What does it look like to walk in the Spirit? There's love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, self-control. Jesus tells us, when you love me, I empower you to do these things, to be these things. We can't fake it because it's not something that comes from us, it comes from Him. You need to make your way up and swing those legs around, rolling back onto your back. Take 3 rolling bridges, and then come to some final rest. So just begin with a pelvic tilt, pubic bone towards chin, but then keep rolling that spine all the way up, pressing down through those feet, feeling the legs strengthen, heels draw energetically towards your back, puffing the chest towards the chin, but the chin runs away from it. It's playing hard to get. And then roll back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's do that again. Roll up on the inhale, and this time roll right back down on your exhale. Last one, inhale, roll it up. Exhale, roll it down. Hug the right knee into the chest. Point that leg straight up. Reach for the toes if they are available. Come into a nice stretch for that hamstring. And then let's switch. Hug the knee in first. Point the leg up. Walk the hands up to the feet. Pull it in. Bend the knee. Release. And now begin to take your version of Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe make your body big, take it up space. Maybe you want to keep everything nestled together. But once you've found a comfortable resting Shavasana, just begin to sink into your mat. This is a sweet part of the practice, but it's also the part that we tend to rush, roll up the mat, walk away from. But here's the thing, you've moved. Taken some time to hopefully meet with the Lord, but now let him meet right back with you. Allow him to speak to you. Be with him in these last few minutes. Wiggle your toes. Maybe circle the wrists and ankles. Begin to bring those arms up overhead. Take a full body stretch. That good morning stretch. Allow your back to arch. And roll on to whichever side feels intuitive to you. Don't overthink it. And then begin to press your way up. This great exchange. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. He's come to offer you that. Inhale, let's sweep our arms up, seal our practice with one last inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thanks for flowing with me today, you guys. Week here tomorrow, back to reality. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit lighter, a little bit more free today.